you see me now? Wow, it's pretty dark in here. Can't even see me. Anyways, we're done cutting the grass. Put on a black long sleeve shirt. We're sitting in our blind. Got the old Luminox. Got the old bow. We'll see what comes out. Alright, it's hotter than heck in here, so I started opening up some windows. Well, there's a colleague, a hen and a rooster. That's pretty cool. That's about as solid a shot as you're going to get. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Did you see that? Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't think we're going to have to do much tracking. Let's see what we got up here. Dude, that was freaking amazing. She didn't know what to do. She was like, wow! That'll leave a mark. It doesn't help we got rain though. Blood. 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 I heard her smack right in here. Okay, I'm gonna go out and get my machete so I can cut my way through this crap. Okay, got the machete. Time to, look at that, cut our way through. Great. Yeah, blood, blood. Blood. See back there. This cut me a bit of a trail. Okay. You're not gonna believe this. I'm hacking away, and I was like, all right. So we got blood. I was hacked this away, cha cha. And I said, oh, she's literally right there. Holy crap! You know how I spotted her? So I went to cut this one. I said, boom. There she is. Oh, that's a nice pig. Look at that. My goodness. Get out of here. Hey, here's the arrow. Hey, you. Well, part of the arrow anyway. Well, that thing's pretty bloody, huh? Right there. Well, I hope that came out because I'm sitting there talking and all of a sudden it says memory card error or something. So we'll have to check the footage, but hey, we just shot a really nice sow. This girl came in with the smaller one. She turned sideways, I hit her, oh, boom, stack out both sides. She went through, she did a little squirrel and run turn there, and well, we got us a nice pig though. So I'm gonna show you guys how I make smoked meat. We're gonna go back, we're gonna skin her up, we're gonna debone her, We're gonna soak her, we're gonna cut her up, we're gonna put her in marinade, and then we're gonna smoke it. So you'll get to see from start to finish. So stay tuned, show's just beginning. What? I'm old. Yeah. Nice.
So you guys come out to Hilo, look up OK Farms, and get you on this tour. You're gonna love everything that you see out here.
Okay, so this is with guts. Can you see that? It says 129.86. So almost 130. Okay, so, oops. Hey, so you guys know, there's several ways that you can actually hang these or skin these out. Okay, one is you can hang them. Look, sorry about that. So you could take good old hooks like this. You guys see them? And you can hook them through the back legs and then hang that up and skin it while it's hanging up. Or another method of doing that is this right here. And what we have is that. So what you do is you get that on there. I love to use this thing, best thing I ever got. And then slide her right up onto there like that, and then let that down. Okay, so you can gut it before you skin it. Like if you're going to field dress it out in the field, you actually gut it open, cut it open, gut it out there, leave it. I can't leave the guts on the properties I hunt, so what I do is we bring it back with the guts in. Okay, it can be easier to just skin it. It keeps the pressure on it to bring it around. If you make your cut down, okay, make a cut down, cut over, make a cut. You're gonna cut down the middle, okay, make your cut around, down, cut around, and down again, okay? Then all we're gonna do, while the guts are still in it, we're just gonna start skinning it all the way out. Skin the legs around, skin the legs around, skin the legs, skin the legs, and then all you're doing is working that all the way down, okay? Work it all the way down. You get you there, just skin everything around there, okay? That's step one. Then we'll go ahead and gut this. We'll just actually cut around everything up into the pelvic area, okay? The skin's gonna be off it. We make our cut into the belly, reach up inside, gut it, pull it out, throw it into yonder trash can, all right? And we'll work it from there. All right, so I got my skinning knife and I got my boning knife. Guys, don't make this hard, okay? You've not done this before, don't worry about it. Just start somewhere. This show is not for the uncles out there who've been doing this for years, okay? It's for the people who are hesitant about doing this stuff. You gotta start somewhere, so just try it, okay? Make your cuts. Again, this is how I do it. I'm gonna take my skinning knife and start skinning it. I'll get a little further down, I'm just gonna cut the head off, no big deal. But you wanna keep the neck meat, that's good meat in there. a hole in him. That was a good part. Okay, so from here, I'm always hosing this down. I don't like blood and everything all over the floor. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna clean the pig out, hose it off, get all as much hair off of there and dirt or whatever may have landed on there. We're just gonna clean it up, clean the insides out. All right, gotta get your cooler ready. Get it cleaned out. I got ice in the freezer waiting. And so what we're going to do now is I'm just going to take and trim some of this stuff. The inside fat, that belly fat, you don't want to keep that. Just look, I don't like to have the tits on there or the milk glands and stuff like that. So I just kind of clean all that stuff up. Good chance to check it out for the hair and everything. And then we're just going to start. We'll take the shoulders off, debone that, take the back straps out. We'll go ahead and take the rib meat off. We'll do the hams. We're going to put them in the cooler, salt it, water it, and you'll see when that comes up. But right now, let's get to it. There you go, shoulders off. We'll put it on the cooler and we will debone that in a little bit. Okay, I want to cut. You got that piece of meat, the straps come right down the back. You can either do that or you can cut and just cut the whole thing. Now, cut this right here. Separate your hams. Cut them inside backs. Yeah, look at them tenderloins out of there. Now, if you had a barbecue grill, this is what you're firing up right now. And you got them tenderloins. Look at that. Always look, check them out. Make sure there are no worms. If there's worms, I don't eat it, but that looks good. There. So you got that whole piece of meat. With that, we're gonna do the other side. And that goes in the cooler too. Then we'll work on the hams. There's your ham. Yeah, we had to tie that back up. Now we're gonna do the other side. Okay, so put some water in there. All right, I wanna salt this down. Why do I wanna salt it? You know, there's a couple reasons. One is I believe it helps pull the blood out. Two, when you add your ice, it makes it even colder. And three, it adds salt to the meat. All right. So I mix that up. Look at that. Rinse my hands off. And I'm gonna add my ice. All right, so we got salt, we got ice, and we got water. Pretty good combo. I'll mix all that up. So yesterday, before my wife grabbed the camera to film this, I went ahead and butchered everything up. We put it in here. I use salt in there, helps pull the blood out. It actually adds salt to it and it keeps real cold. Anyways, Let's take a look at what it looks like. Let's just get back into this, can we? Get over here, woman, with that camera. You ready? You ready? Oh, that's good suction on that. That's good. Look at that. See how bloody that is? So that's why we do it. Oh, there's ice still. I still get ice. Good. So I'm going to drain this now, and then we'll start the process over. We went ahead and put the salt, the water, the ice in the cooler, and did that a couple days. And so I want to show you what it looks like now, okay? So nice and clean that water's looking. So that's how you know, get out of the rain, because I'm sweet, I melt. Anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take some of this, put it into my pan. I wanna take it upstairs in the kitchen. We're just gonna clean the meat up, get all the slime off of it. And if you've ever done work with wild game, you know what I'm talking about. It's just that slimy like layer that's on there. Any glands that may be in there, any arteries and stuff like that. You just wanna clean all that trash up, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and cut it up, set it aside, and we'll make marinade. And then we will put it in the fridge and let it marinate. Let it marinate. You know what I'm saying? All right, so what we got is our last piece. We're gonna make our marinade, okay? So we got all the meat cut up. You see it, got it in the pan. And so, set you back up now. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna make up a marinade. All right, first things first, put my eyeballs on so I can measure this. So now, what I use is, I will use, now it's very specific. You have to be, you have to use the same thing each time, or every time you make it, it's gonna be different. And what I mean by that is, I'm gonna use soy sauce, okay? I use Aloha Made. Skipped it over here, Aloha Made. Okay, so Aloha Made soy sauce. Now you got Kinkelman, which has more salty to it. It's a lot saltier, okay? So if you're gonna use Kinkelman, then adjust the amount of soy sauce that you're gonna use, all right? I use light brown sugar. I use oyster sauce, and I use minced garlic. I used the squeezed ginger, and then of course we have Uncle Lyle's homemade chili pepper water. Okay, so now what I do is the amount of meat that I use per, it's going to be a blend here, okay? So I use a 2.5 gallon bag. That's what I use to soak mine in. This will hold around 19 pounds. Okay, yeah, it's kind of specific for it, but the amount that I'm going to tell you is for 19 pounds. I come out, it soaks most of that in, so we have very little waste, okay? So what I use is, I use 3 cups of the Aloha shoyu sauce. I use 1.5 cups of the brown sugar. I use like 9 tablespoons of the minced garlic. I use 1 tablespoon of the ginger. If you like ginger, use more, but 1 tablespoon in that is good enough, okay? I use 1 cup of oyster sauce. And here's the thing with chili pepper water. If you use some of the chili pepper and the onion and stuff that's in it, that's fine. We're gonna blend it all up anyway. So we're gonna use about 1.5 cups of this. So we're just gonna blend that up a bit. Okay, now we got the marinade all done up. We got the bag separated up. So all we're gonna do is just take and dump that in there now. Look at that. All right. Little trick I do. I tape the top of the bag so that it doesn't leak out. I got these little cookie sheet pans, and now I'm just going to kind of massage that meat all through that stuff, okay? I took as much of the air out of there as I could, and I'm just going to lay this flat in there. So hopefully, if it does leak, this tape will stop it. And so we're going to put that in. We'll put that in the fridge, and we're going to leave it in there for about 3 days, okay? But every day I go in, I'm going to take it, and I'm just going to turn the bag, I'm going to massage the bag, and I'm going to lay it on the opposite side of where it's at now. So this has the seal on there that says Hefty. That's on the bottom, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and leave it like this, put it in the fridge, and then we'll turn it tomorrow. So here we are the next day. We got all our stuff. See, look at that. Look how nice that's looking, huh? But what I want to do is I want to kind of turn this over now on its side, just massage all this in, get all that meat. Just want to agitate everything inside there, so whatever meats might have been sticking together and no marinade was there, I want them to pull apart and get that all in. And so that's what we're doing now. Put another small stick in there. Look at that. What do we got? Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Today is the smoking day. That's right, look what we got. We got the smoked meat all marinated up. It's marinated. I'm gonna show you guys what we do. So what we're doing is we're gonna take our hooks. So I've got stainless steel hooks. You can use, I know a lot of guys use paper clips, okay? Just make sure whatever you use does not have galvanized on it, okay? You don't want to be eating galvanized. Look it up, okay? So all we're going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to hook the meat, and then I'm going to take and put it on my, see, I got a nut on there and a nut on there and a bar on there. So I'm going to hook the meat, I'm going to hang it on there, and then I'm going to put it into the smokehouse. So that's what we're going to do. So let's do it. Now something else I'll do is I'll have, like, I got this piece of fat and then I got a piece of meat. So the fat, when it drips, is going to drip onto the meat. That's what I do. Does it happen that way? Probably not. But in my mind it does, and that's what matters. We're going to put it inside the smoker. There it is, all hung up. Got the fire on an indirect heat, so just the heat and the smoke come in. There's my thermometer. I shortened it so it's not completely big like it used to be. But there you go. Seal it up. Let's go stoke the fire. Put another piece on there so we get that good smoke into it. Yeah, it's gonna grab us a couple of these smaller pieces. There we go. Get some of that bark in there. There we go. Put my door on it. What's any closer, Jeff, and you'd have it right. There it is. Okay, so now showed you that thermometer inside. So I want to keep my temperature between 180 and 200. That's where I keep mine. That's how I like it. Some people do it a lower heat for longer time. I'm only going to keep the meat in there for It'll be a couple hours, but it's gonna be once the fat, you think I remember the word fat, right? My eyes are up here. Once the fat starts to melt down, then we'll pull it out of there. So, now it's time to clean up. Let's take a look at what we got. So, I like it. See how the fat's just kind of melting? You give a little squeeze and it's not real hard, but it's nice. Look at some of that in the back there. Yeah. Eyes burn. All right, we're gonna pull it out. All right, so all I'm gonna do is take this right off of there and lay it in the pan. So the last step I do, I'm gonna feel a little pressure. Anyways, the last thing I do is, and you don't have to do this, is I cut it up. And so what I do is I'll separate like the fat. I got fat pieces and take those out. Don't need those. Don't need that. And so basically I'll figure out fat to meat ratio that I like. And then I'll go ahead and cut them up. I got bags set up. And I put them in quart bags. Now, you can stuff the bags full if you want, but it's just my wife and I. So I put enough in there that if it was, I don't know, maybe us and my daughter come home or something like that, you know, it's portioned out to what I like. Here's the thing, last thing for you. Remember, this is wild pork, okay? What do you do with any meat? I mean, other than beef. Pork, chicken, all that stuff, you cook it. You make sure it is cooked thoroughly before you consume it. Yes, this stuff's been smoked, but it's not completely smoked. So you have to actually put it in the frying pan and cook it, okay? So, anyways, I just want to say thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, I can't even say it. Can we try that again? I really want to try that again. I forgot to add the oyster sauce. Okay, my eyes are up here. You're like, what? Where's that going? Dog, look at her.
Okay.
You want to start it again, or you're just keep?
So
You want to keep rolling, babe.
what are we doing?
Come down here and make it for me. Without making it 3-alarm ass on fire. Freaking burns going in, burns going out. Because, alright, I like it that way.
Na Yehova oi, a e ho'o mai ka I mai, a e mālama mai. Na Yehova e kau mai I ka mālama lama, o kona maka ma luna iho o, wa e loko mai ka I mai ia oe. Na Yehova e maliu mai ia oe, a e haawi mai I maluno.